the Flower Files. Today, we're kind of kicking off our holiday season of
jingle bells, jingle all the way.
yeah, our Christmas music and just being excited and happy. But we are going to talk about wreaths today because that's kind of where everything starts to shift for us out of flowers, because it's kind of running the business at this point. We have a month and a half of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes
About
there's
that.
a couple stragglers in January. But
So, hi, it's Mom.
Yeah.
Or who am I?
Liza?
Yeah. Okay.
Liza?
Yeah.
Well, my mom.
Everybody calls me Mom. And
Kenley, nice to be back, guys. Hello.
welcome. And Mom, gonna have
so,
you.
welcome to the Flower Files, sponsored by Wildly Native Flower Farm. Brought to you today by chilly weather and lots of layers.
Yeah, it is cool outside. At least the sun is shining. The sun's
Yes.
out, at least for a little bit, even in the morning, but it's just a little chilly.
Yeah. Yeah, the past couple of days have been really cold. Me and Liza walked past the hoop houses and we accidentally kicked the hose and it was frozen solid.
Yeah. I think it hurts your foot.
Oh, yes. Yeah. She walked by it and she was like, oh, you weren't kidding. I was like, yeah, no.
It makes that sound.
Oh, like that cracking.
Yeah, I need to go put it in the greenhouse.
And
Yeah.
have it slowly start to melt a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's our outside connector hose.
Yeah.
It's the one that runs between all of the different hoop houses. And
Yeah.
it's,
Gotcha.
it
The
is.
one on the corner.
yeah, yeah, it's easy. So, okay, so wreaths.
Ta-da.
So way back, eons ago, when I was teaching at school, I was an ag teacher, for those of you who don't know, and I had a very, very active classroom. I was not the come in, sit down, here's your worksheet, I'm going to talk to you kind of teacher. There was lots of things going on in my room.
Yeah, I can attest to that.
Yeah, nobody
sure.
was doing the same thing, but it's how people needed to be and how they needed to learn. So I had kids who came to me and said, Miss Getz, we want to learn to do wreaths. And I went, oh, that sounds like fun. And inside I was like, oh, shit, I don't know how to make a wreath.
Yeah.
So I actually went to our local garden center where I was friends with one of the ladies there. And I was like, can you give me a quick tutorial on how to do this wreath thing? And she was like, oh, yeah, sure. So Cindy King, she actually taught me the method that we use because it's easy. Most people are successful with it. And if you make a mistake, you can undo it really quickly and repair it.
Yeah.
So I learned by somebody kind of showing me she's instrumental on her farm because she makes all the wreaths. There's different styles of wreath making. So there's
wasn't something that I was aware of too. It was always here's your wreath ring and here you go.
Yeah.
So but you taught me how to do it, so I've always just thought that that's how you do it.
Yeah, honestly, me too. Until I saw the thing on Instagram about all the different methods to do it, and everybody's like, this way's easier, then this way's easier. I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know.
about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a shover though. Whenever I make them, Kenley's 10 bundles, and I have 10, and I shove it in one side, and then only 3/4, maybe 2/3 of it is finished. Kenley's like, "What did you do?" I said, "I got a little happy. I want to make sure it was full."
She's a shover. I tend to fall somewhere in between.
You're very mathematical with it.
Yes.
You have a process.
Yes.
I feel where you fall with wreath stuff is where I fall with flowers.
Yes.
Where it's I can see it and see the numbers and do that. Where if it's a wreath, I'm like, cool, there's more.
More texture,
Yeah.
more texture.
Think of it.
We know that we have to give Lizzie the larger wreath rings to begin with, because if she has a smaller and it doesn't work, Kenley, you're really good at making the little petite ones that can go on cabinet doors.
They were fun to make. They were cute.
Yeah. Yeah, they were very, very cute.
This year was the first year that we tried it, right? They were very cute. They were little, teeny tiny.
They were very, very cute.
No, definitely gonna put some in my house next year.
Heck yeah.
Your house. Listen to that.
I know, it's so weird.
Oh my gosh.
Can we go?
So how we do it. Okay, so you're talking about the machine. So there are machines where there's a foot pedal, and you take a bundle and you have the ring and they clamp it on, and then you turn and then you clamp, and that's really, really fast. So I feel if you're in production for turning out a whole bunch of them, I would assume that's how you do it. And if you think about wreaths in general, it's brilliant marketing. You have all of these trees. you cut them, and then all of the scraps you take and you make a wreath from, basically. If you take apart some of the garlands and wreaths and that kind of stuff from maybe like a grocery store or something, and you actually look at all of the crap that is shoved together to make a wreath, it's amazing to me. Amazing. It's like we make a bouquet and we put the small pieces aside, and that becomes corsages and boutonnieres. So I love the concept of it.
Well, we went to Simmons this past weekend, and we were always fake tree people just because of Will's asthma and whatever. So being exposed to like real trees have always been like Josh and all that. So I've had that for the past 2 years, and it's been different. I didn't know that you had to cut off like some of the branches off the bottom
So it can fit in the thing.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, and JP picked the biggest tree that he could have. They couldn't fit it through the chute. They had to fit it through the hand tire thing, or like the hand tie like burlap thing. They had to get a chain and wrap it around the tree on the bottom, and then connect it to the tiniest little tractor that they had and pull it through with the chain. I looked at JP, I was like, what did you do? And before he could say anything to anybody else, he was on the ground cutting it.
My God.
What the heck? But it was funny, and Josh just stood there and shook his head. He was like, only my brother.
So I'm going to share an epic live tree fail. The first year that Joe and I were married, we went and we bought a live Christmas tree. It was before kids, before asthma, before all of those things. We were in our apartment. We were so excited. And we had my car. And we went and we picked out our tree and we put it on top of the car and we tied it to the top of the car. We had dropped the windows. We dropped the windows, tied the tree to the roof, and then realized we couldn't open the car doors because we had tied the tree to the roof of the car through the car windows. So instead of cutting it and starting all over, we climbed in through the windows, got back to the apartment, cut the tree off from the inside of the car because you could just go all the strings. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So there's probably multiple reasons why it's really good that we don't get live trees.
Probably really
Oh
good.
my God.
True.
Okay.
I
So
have a fear of praying mantis eggs, like nests.
well, you've been
on the
scarred
thing.
because
I can't
how many of
do
them
it.
would open in the classroom? Because I'd be like, that's cool. And I put it on my desk and forget it was there and it would get warm and they go all over the place. Hundreds of them crawling up the walls. The teeny tiny little guys.
They're probably still in the high school today.
Oh, 100%.
So
100. It's better than some of the teachers' other little pets that got away that we won't talk about that had 6 legs.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh. Tarantulas and stuff. It was gross.
Oh, that's 8 legs. No, it was the hissing cockroaches that got out.
Ew.
Uh-huh.
Ew. They're smart. They lifted the side.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'm not kidding. It was so bad.
That's nasty.
Go on.
Uh-huh. I still think somebody stole them. I don't know. I still think.
Yeah, maybe. He had a lot
Who
of
in
weird
their right
kids.
mind would take cockroaches?
Well, they were hissing cockroaches. They were kind of cool.
It's a cockroach.
It's still kind of cool.
No.
So gross.
They were for a science experiment. Not throwing the science department under the bus by any means.
Hey, you were a part of it too.
No, I was not. I was CTE. I was at the other end of the hallway.
Well, they definitely drug you in there.
Oh, yeah. Because I was always like, hey, I have this cool tool. If I could use 6 of your beakers, you can use my cool tool for your lab. And they were like, sold.
Yeah.
But anyway, so there's the machine. Some people are like these super overachievers. I feel like these are the people who need things perfect. And they create bundles and they tie them individually.
That's me.
Yeah, because they all have to be
I don't tie
like
them. I'll bunch them. The way
you
that
bunch them,
yeah.
which is
I
fine.
don't
You
tie
lay out your bundles, but some folks actually tie the bundles before they put them on.
That's so much extra.
I know, it's so much extra work.
Yeah.
Show
No.
that shit on there.
Be done.
Yeah.
Be done.
No, I definitely have to make each bundle individually because I'm like, oh, well, this needs to cover that. Like, I can't do the pre-bundling thing. It messes me up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
no, I
you
lay them
do
out.
go one by one.
Mhm.
I can't do that.
Mhm.
I count them out, and then I
And
still
these
need
are
to
made
make
with
frame
love.
one.
So what we do is we get a wreath ring. There's single rail, which are awful to work with because things spin.
Are those like
It's literally a metal circle.
but not with the little claw.
Like that thing up there.
Oh, okay, but not with the claw clip things.
No,
No.
Okay.
no. Then there's it looks like a train track. That's the double ring, and it's connected with it. It literally looks like a circular train track.
Yeah.
Then there's the 3 ring, which is kind of scooped, and that's what I like to use because I feel like I can pull on that a little bit.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize too that when you have the wire, you hook it on and you wrap it and you pull it tight, the wire, like the ring itself, molds to it. Because I don't know how it does it, but it squeezes it.
Yeah.
But it's still like in a circle.
That's because of the way that we do it. So we tie the wire on one of those cross pieces, and then what we do is we put the first bundle on and we just go 1, 2, 3 around it, and then not on top of itself, but like spread out, and then we put the next piece on the next bundle, and we 1, 2, 3, and the whole thing is just one continuous. I mean, it's one continuous wire until you reach the end, and then you tie off and your wreath is finished.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the season, you can cut your wire off and you still have your ring if you want.
Yeah.
A lot
That's
of
what we
people
did
throw them
last
out,
year.
but
Yeah.
yeah. And then
Sometimes they're not rusty, but they don't usually get rusty.
No.
they're coated, and they last a long time. You want a bigger wreath, you get a bigger ring. I mean, I think it. I don't know. I think they're pretty. I think it makes a lot of sense. But one of the things we did this year that was different was grapevine,
Which is really cool.
which is different. I feel like it's a lot more artistic.
Yes.
I feel like there's a lot more.
I have fun with those.
Yes.
I like them.
What was your favorite thing to put on them?
I don't know. I feel like it depends on what kind of vibe you're going for. Even with normal wreaths too, I feel like it all depends on what kind of.
Hey guys, Lizzie here. I bet you didn't know this about me, but I am gluten free, and one of the things that I struggle with is going to the grocery store and finding the foods that fit my dietary needs. What I have been doing for the past couple of months is ordering from Hungry Root. Now, Hungry Root is an online company where you can order groceries off of their website. It's full of produce, crackers, cookies, to muffins, to meats, and all the different types of snacks and things like that. They have made my life so much easier in the process of finding foods that fit my dietary needs. There are filters that you can adjust, such as non-GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, paleo, different preferences and things like that. So what they have done for us, because they're such a generous company, the Hungry Root team has given us a 40% off discount code on your first box. So if you use the code FLOWER40, and that's capital FLOWER 40 at checkout, you will get 40% off your first box. I'm so excited to team up with these guys. They've made such an impact on my life in the morning and to my day-to-day life, and I hope you experience the exact same thing that I do. All of the information will be linked down below, including the link to where it should already be pre-applied to your cart when you hit the link and go to their website, and I will also add the code at the bottom for easy access in our show notes. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and enjoy your first box through Hungry Root.
Look you're going for. Some people that want more coastal. So we've got silver wire that we wrap the oysters in, and then there's pine, like white pine, and then
Which is very floppy.
yeah. So it's like wind and
Whimsical.
yeah. And I feel like that's more beachy than like a cedar or something. I don't know, like more loose, not like a traditional kind of green. I know holly's a pain, but I like the mixed greens with the red berries. Some people have put on pine cones. We've spray painted gold pine cones. We've got glitter gold ribbon.
Shocker, we have
that.
glitter.
Gosh.
I mean, we have. I feel like there's a.
Well, I feel like
Each one
it's
is different.
different if it's a natural wreath or if it's like somebody has zhuzhed it up with like balls and all kind. Like
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
So we had 20 people over the weekend who
Mhm.
were here for the one class, 10 in the morning,
I'm a
10
fan
at
of
night.
the one on the website of Finishing Touch from last year with the oranges, the cinnamon sticks, and the berries, and the pine cones and the mixed greens. I think that's probably my favorite because it's natural, it's colorful, it's not too plain, but you don't need a lot of it. Like you need like 2 or 3, and then you're good.
Yeah, no, they were definitely fun to make.
They all started with the same ring, the
Mhm.
same wire, and the same access to the same greens. And every single one of them was different.
Mhm.
Every single one of them. And it was funny. People were horrified that you're not going to show us a sample. I said, no, it's your wreath with your vision. You create it.
Mhm.
So every single one of them was different. Some people had, oh God, and the bow station. It was so funny. I was like, let's go over to the bow station. And they were like, ooh. So I had them pick out the ribbon and they kind of stood there. I was like, and here's your bow station. It was literally 2 pieces of PVC pipe. And if you want a big bow, the PVC pipe gets moved further out. If you want a small bow, you move the PVC pipe further together, like or closer together. And I showed them like around and around and around and around and up and down. And I'm sure there's some kind of word for the knot that we technically tie that my
Oh,
dad
I
would
don't
I
know.
don't know.
But
It looks like a Minnie Mouse bow.
Yeah,
yeah,
it does. It's very like puffy.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's in a good way because the other super loopy one where there's like 7 or 8 loops in it, you have to cut all the individual pieces
yeah.
and then fold them and loop them, then put them in like
Yeah.
a bunch together, which is fine. It's just
Bows.
a
It's
little bit more
always
time-consuming.
fucking bows.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh my God.
Did Emily bring her own ribbon?
No,
No?
no, she didn't bring her own ribbon.
I was wondering where she got hers from because I saw it and I was like, where did that
Well,
ribbon
she went in 2, she put them together and then she took them apart. Like she tied her bow, I think 3 times.
I could see that.
And hers was, it's funny, I gave everybody the same instructions and she was in the corner doing her own thing. And everybody else had bundles and she had piles. So it was interesting because the one gal turned around and was like, what are you doing? And she was like, I'm doing what you said. So it's interesting how different brain. She's highly artistic. Like that's
Yeah.
just how her brain works.
Shout out to Miss Emily.
Yeah.
She works at Horizons. I love you.
It was
I
very
always
cool.
have. She's got she had the best basement when I was a kid. So I used to play with her kids when we were little. So
She called it babysitting, but Lizzie
yeah, it
was
was
like,
playing.
no, I'm playing with your kids.
It was so much fun. But
Yeah, it's crazy.
She's an awesome person.
And
But yeah, it was really cool seeing everybody. There were people that were very like asymmetrical and had to have it all in the center and super super particular.
I can always pick out the accountant. Like if a team comes in, if a group comes in from an office, I always can pick out the accountant because there's this tight and neat. It's super like perfect. I always walk past and I'm like, are you the accountant or the math person? They're like, yeah, how did you know? I'm like, look at your read.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I can't do it with any other, like I couldn't be like, you're HR and you're this and you're that. Like, no, I can't do that. But it's really, really funny how different, I don't know, it's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Definitely kind of neat.
Yeah,
But,
it's definitely people's like personality
and,
coming out.
and talking about different ways to embellish your wreath, pine cones. Great to pick them in, when was that?
July, August?
Whenever they first started falling, because in years past, we've tried to get them around Christmas, around the holiday. Well, not Christmas, but like this time of year. And the squirrels have chewed them. They're gone. So we were really, really on it this year. It's like, oh my God, they fell. We're going to go get them. We have crates and crates and crates of them.
Yeah, you guys came back that one day with Ana and Javita, and I was like, what the hell did you do?
Oh my God, it was awesome. And there were, 6 of us who went out and got them that day?
Yeah,
crates and crates and crates of them.
You're doing wedding stuff.
Yeah.
So it was.
And then 2 days later, 2 of us had chiggers from it. So
yeah.
I somehow lucked out from that.
Oh my God. I've had poison ivy my whole life. I've never itched worse in my life than from chiggers.
And I didn't know. And I didn't put like 2 and 2 together because Tyson, we were talking to him about it when that happened, and he came out and looked at something in the field. You know those little red bugs?
Yeah.
That'll like crawl on you and they run really fast? Those are chiggers.
Yeah,
They've crawled all over me my whole life.
Well, there's
I'll,
also red spider mites. Like there's a couple little red
maybe it
things.
is that, but he was like, yeah, they're red. And I was like, what?
Yeah, they're just
But
they're not
knock on wood,
nice.
No, but
never had them before.
fun fact: if you ever get them, douse yourself in diesel fuel.
Yeah. Might give you a
Yeah,
little bit of a headache.
yeah. I wasn't going to talk about that, but
No,
I
people
was
need to know because it works.
dying. I used every anti-itch thing there was,
Yeah.
and somebody, I don't know if it was you, somebody
JP.
told me it was JP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, you got to just cover those spots with diesel fuel. It'll kill them instantly. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And the one night I like, it would wake me up itching like
Mhm.
days and days and days, miserable. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do a small section, see if it worked. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to take a bath.
Yeah.
You smell
And
like diesel
you
fuel
had
for
done it, and
days.
a girl had got them. A girl that worked here had got them. What, like 3 weeks before you had
Mhm.
somewhere else,
And she still had
and she
them.
still had them after you doused yourself in
Mhm.
diesel fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just kept like,
Mhm.
ugh.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah.
Awful, awful, awful. So,
I hate bugs.
Yeah.
So gross.
Mhm.
I like bugs. I just don't like ones
You don't
that
like
bite
them
me.
in your skin?
No, no,
Pet bugs.
no. I don't like ticks. I don't want bed bugs.
Ugh,
I don't want any of that stuff. No, thank you. But speaking of bugs, as you said, praying mantis are huge in evergreens.
Mhm.
Um, another thing to watch out for in evergreens are spiders. I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's a thing,
Mhm.
you
And
know.
bird nests. Kelly and I went and we're cutting, and Kelly was like, "Oh, bird's nest." I said, "Oh, so cute."
We
It's
have
teeny.
Uh-huh.
the little teeny tiny owls
Oh yeah,
that
we
are
have them at
Screech
our
owls?
house.
Uh-huh.
Yes, they're so cute.
They're all in the evergreens. I
They're
mean,
so
it's
tiny
I mean,
and
you can hear them.
small.
They are. But
Mhm.
God, they sound like they're being murdered sometimes at
Uh-huh.
night.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not as bad
Yeah.
as the foxes, but
I almost
there's
hit
Oh,
one
the
last
cat was
time.
dying.
seriously.
Stupid fox. God.
They yell under
Meow.
the window.
It was not a good night. It was a different story for a different time. That was
That
not
was
a good night.
So different kinds of greens make up your wreaths. Your spruce are the really, really, they're pretty, but they're very, very pokey.
Mhm.
They are not nice. Like your
They're
Colorado
thick.
blue spruce. Yeah, they are
Mhm.
thick. And then you have your firs. Your firs are they're a little softer, they're a little nicer.
Still pokey. Still will give you like a rash if you
Yeah.
don't wear gloves and long sleeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
We've all discovered that we all have individual sensitivities to greens.
Mhm.
Kenley you have an issue with cedar, don't you?
Oh, it's fur.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is fur.
If the fur pokes me, I itch.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Mhm. It goes away after like an hour and a half, but
But it's still like
Mhm.
your skin's like, I'm really mad at you.
yes. Yeah.
Don't do that again.
No.
I know what you're thinking.
No. But cedar has a lot of there's a lot of really cool types. There's juniper that has really cool berries. The cedar has the little yellow end.
Mhm.
They look golden. Like
The
there's
berries?
I think they are.
Okay.
I think they are because they only come out this time of year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're really pretty. And I think probably the hardest wreath that I ever made, and it was for shout out to one of my previous students, Mark Dedman. He said his mom wanted a holly wreath. And I was like, oh, okay, no problem. Boy, was that a mistake. It was the biggest wreath I had ever made. But holly is nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is absolutely miserable. Hate holly.
Yeah.
It's
It's dirty.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know if it's just that one tree that we cut from or whatever it is, but it gets dirty.
and the leaves get like a dark, sooty, kind of
I
Mhm.
don't know if it's spiders. I don't know if it's like mold or what, but we have to sit there and wipe them
Wipe
off
them
or
off.
pick it off or
Yeah.
wait till
Yeah.
it rains or whatever it is.
Yeah. And there's different kinds of holly, but even on a holly tree. So you'll probably know the fancy word for it, but over time, so the bottom leaves of holly that are older are very, very spiky.
Mhm.
And the younger leaves are much softer.
Mhm.
And the bottom leaves are harder because over time it has changed genetically so that the deer don't eat it.
Huh.
But they like the soft young leaves. So there's lots of different ways to cut holly that's maybe not as nasty.
Yeah, you just have to go to the way tippy top.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
a pain.
yeah, but
Literally.
that's not where the berries are.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
berries are on the older growth.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
more
but
just
mature.
even most of the time, the berries are like halfway down the stem and they get buried by the other greens when you put them in the wreath.
yeah.
Mhm.
So you have to clip them and like move
yes.
them around, and
Yeah.
we
Or
use a
cut
lot
'em
of
out, or-
Nandina,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's been
Nandina's been
nice
a
this year.
lifesaver.
Yeah.
and
Not a whole lot of
Ilex.
Ilex this year.
Yeah.
it hasn't done well,
No.
Yeah.
and that's
It's
across the
short.
state.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the
It was
drought.
drought.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
can
You
you spell
said-
that?
You said drought. I tried to say dry. Just
I
combined.
got it.
Mhm.
I got
Yeah.
it. So this past weekend we were at farmers market, and the one gal, Renee, who does our farmers market every week, she was like taking pictures, and she's like, "Look at all the wreaths they're selling over there. Look at all this." And
Now,
I was
mind
like,
you, this tent was just wreaths. That
Yeah.
was it. Like,
"Yeah,
not trying to poop on Acme, but it was very like what you would expect to see in like Christmas movies or like Whoville. They were
Mhm.
very like highly decorated, weren't like plain at all. Gold and red and green and blue and silver and whatever you could think of they had. But they were a lot. They were larger. They were decently sized.
Yeah.
Um
So I want to talk about money when it comes to wreaths, and how do you price them? And when you look at the market, so we're sitting here talking about these wreaths that we do that have a mixture of greens, that have all of these extra add-ons, pine cones, cinnamon sticks, orange slices, berries, like all of that kind of stuff, grasses. It takes time. It takes time
Mhm.
for us to cut it. It takes time for us to prep it. It takes time for us to actually put it together, and then it's not just like psh, 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 done.
mm-mm.
There's a lot of art that goes into putting together. I mean, look at the white wreath that you made.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, we've done blue and white. Kenley, you did that ombre,
Mhm.
rainbow
Yeah.
of
Check
dried
it out on our
flowers.
Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
You find
there's
Stanley holding it. She's very cute.
there's so many different things that we do that I'm okay with our price not being $30 for a wreath. I just we can't.
Yeah.
Because I'm also not we're not selling Christmas trees, and I'm not just taking the stuff. We're going out and we've planted plants strategically
Mhm.
to be able to cut from to create
Yeah.
that
And
style.
they're not being shipped in. Like we go and harvest and
They are so
forage.
local. They
Like,
I mean, yeah.
that's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. They really, really are. So it's sometimes it's hard, and sometimes I don't want to say it's well, I will say sometimes it's frustrating to be like,
Mhm.
okay, you know what? It's not $30. I'm really sorry,
Yeah.
but that's not the
Mhm.
price point.
No.
Especially like a dry stuff with like dried flowers in it because
Mhm.
you have planted them. The whole
Mhm.
season has passed. Cut them. They've dried. They've been bundled. They've been hanging upside down, put back upstairs because they're dried, taken back downstairs, counted them out, cut them, put them in the bundles. Like
Yeah.
it's a long process.
Yeah.
Like it's not just like, oh yeah, we've got this stuff laying around and it is what it is.
No,
Like
because like it still takes time to like because we'll go out specifically to cut for dried sometimes, and it's like, oh well, there was like 3 hours and 3 people. Like
Yeah.
it's
a
like,
thing.
oh, it didn't take that long, but it does.
yeah. And we still use flowers from what, like 2 years ago? Like the larkspur we had this year did not do so hot at all.
But we had a bumper crop the year before.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
We had
bunny rabbits got to it.
yeah, they have that's a buffet for me.
Mhm.
Assholes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
God bless.
but like it's a thing. It's not just like, oh yeah, we'll have it next year because you don't know what we're gonna have
No.
next year.
No.
You don't know at all.
And that's part of the art of farming.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You have years where it's super fantastic, and then you have other years where
Yeah.
wah, wah,
That was like the
wah.
nigella this year too. We planted it in a spot, but we had planted Dara there the year before. It freaking took over, and we didn't have a single freaking nigella flower. Like
Yeah.
it was. Everybody's like, "Why'd you plant so much Dara?"
We did.
Yeah, where
It wasn't where
Mhm.
we had planted it. It
Mhm.
was where it had volunteered, and we just were like, oh, it came up, let it
Yeah.
grow.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I feel like the Euro, the Orleo, and the Nigella are probably the top three. Like in the spring, they come back
Mhm. And Dara.
in the grass.
Yes.
Like just every like
The
all parts of the
worst,
Euro.
the worst is that Colorado
Yes.
yarrow.
Yeah.
That is the absolute.
It
And I
is
wish I had
everywhere.
known that was the first crop that I had grown.
Mhm.
I wish I had known. Like
Mhm.
I just didn't know it was going to
Mhm.
be like that. I thought yarrow was yarrow. I didn't realize it would be as invasive as our. And I was like,
Mhm.
okay, it's United States. It's quote unquote native to the United States. I didn't realize. I had no idea.
No,
very happy.
it's taking over like in between the two field sections. Like it's that
And we mow the shit out of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's our
the
grass.
drought didn't do anything to it.
Nothing.
It kept growing.
Yeah. I think it just got more like spindly.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. It was
Yeah.
very like, I'm gonna keep growing.
Yeah.
They weren't like really fat heads, but they were really like tall and long.
Yeah.
So they were like trying to reach the sun, like sticking their necks out, like I'm gonna keep going. I'm almost there.
I'm pretty. I'm
Yeah.
pretty. I'm pretty.
I'm trying. Wait for me.
God
No.
bless. God bless. So, all right. So I think that covers wreaths.
I
Do
think
you
Okay,
miss anything?
What's your favorite wreath to build, Mom?
Oh, I like the ones where it's lots and lots of stuff. I like all of the things. I like a nice full fat
All
fun
the
wreath.
decorations.
And and a bow. I don't need all the stuff on. Okay, for me to build or look at, because I like looking at what you guys build, but I like to build.
No, your choice.
Yeah, I really like the white one that you did this year.
She's a wee bit different.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's grasses and flowers and a white bow and just I don't know.
Yeah, it's very different.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Kenley, you.
Build and or look at.
Build probably the plain ones.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to sound like yeah, I know. But it's so much easier and like you do have a method. Like Lizzie, you pre-bundle everything, but I like to pick up individually and use them because like the decorations, I'm like, oh, I'm done. And then I'm like, no, I'm not. I was like, I have to add orange slices, cinnamon sticks, and a bow.
Every time you like lay them out, you just go,
Yeah. Yeah, because it takes like you're like, oh, it only take like 10 minutes, and it's like no, because you gotta wire everything and you gotta put it on the wreath and you gotta make sure it sits right. You don't gotta rip it through the peel of the orange slice, like
Yeah.
And it looks dumb. I think it looks weird if things are hot glued. Like
Yes.
there's some things you can do.
Yeah, not a fan of the hot glue.
No.
You get strings everywhere.
Yes.
And you burn your fingers, and it's just not.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But I will say probably my favorite wreath that I made was 2 or 3 years ago. It was a great big huge one for Crow. It was massive. I mean,
Yeah.
like
It
the
was
size of that table.
5 feet across.
Yeah.
I mean, it was huge.
Yeah.
For their barn
Yes.
door
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was probably my favorite one. I like doing the big ones, but don't make me add a whole bunch of stuff to it.
Are you a mixed green person?
Oh yeah, mixed green
Okay.
for sure. Because I'll do a lot of people like, oh, let me add fir, spruce, and pine in every single bundle. I like to alternate my bundles in between 3 different rotations. Keep the same base, but then I'll add pine and holly to this one, and I'll add cedar and
or juniper.
yes, yeah, and something else to another one. Like I'll just mix it up in between each bundle. That way, it's like different, but it all still ends up looking the same. If that makes sense.
Do we talk about boxwood?
I don't like boxwood.
Stinks.
Boxwood does stink.
Yeah.
Some people love it. Some people absolutely love
I
it.
feel like it's hard to use because you got this really skinny stem and then it freaking off the top.
Yeah.
And it takes
if you
up
put
a
it
whole.
too high,
Yes.
it doesn't fit, but you've got to put it at the bottom. But if you put it at the bottom,
You can't see it.
then it's hidden.
Yes.
Like there's not
And
enough.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll
balance.
like branch weird and then the center's open and you gotta lay your next bundle on top of it, but still have it like
it's
boxwood's like we used to use it, but
But then my mom was like, rip them out. They drive me crazy. Well, we had snow, and that was the only thing that the deer could eat the one year. So they ate them from the top down. So they were like balled on but my dad was so mad because he was like, they planted them the day that they got married in the morning, my grandfather and my dad. And my mom was like, rip them out. My dad was like, no. Well, mom won. So
I have a lumpy front yard. Very, very lumpy front yard.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Sucks to cut the grass there. What's your favorite, Lil?
So I'm a decorator person.
Shocking.
The thing that drives me insane is wiring all the stuff. Because if
Yes.
it's not on correctly, they'll pop off.
Mm-hmm.
But I love my berries. I love the dried flowers, like, because you just shove it in and it doesn't fall out. I love it. The hardy eucalyptus, when we put that in there, I love that, and the magnolia. Like
Mhm.
I was
like
gonna say
a
something
good
about
mix
magnolia.
between magnolia, eucalyptus leaves, different greens. I really like white pine for some reason.
Me
I don't
too.
know why.
Pine's probably my favorite.
I like it tucked in. I don't
Yeah.
like a full wreath of
Oh, yeah,
white
no.
pine because
Yeah.
it's too.
Well, it gets flat.
Yeah,
I
and
feel
it's
like it
too
gets-
wibble wobbly. Yeah.
Like, you can like sometimes cut them in half, and then they've got like their branches out. But yeah, I love all the fruit. I love all the flowers. The cinnamon sticks smell so good.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
good. The orange slices kind of can smell good or smell bad depending
Mhm.
on
Yeah.
how they dehydrated and
And I hate
you
it.
know.
I hate it when they have the over scented cinnamon pine cones
Yeah.
at the
Yes.
grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, and I love looking at the big ones that are decorated like that, but I love building the grapevine ones that have all those little decorations in them.
mhm.
Yeah.
And then the
No.
bow, of course.
Most of the time I'll make my plain wreaths and I'm like, here, Lizzie, do it.
Yeah, can
we
you
just
just
decorate it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
La, la, la. I think I was an elf in a past life for Santa because I love wrapping, I love decorating, I love all the wreath stuff.
She's the right size.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for her to just like up
Yeah.
and disappear one day. That's why that's the North Pole.
Sure enough for it. I'll be back. I'm gonna go call Rudolph.
Oh my God.
No, but it's fun. Each year, each wreath is different. There's never been one that I think is the same. Like
Mm-mm.
even looking in past photos of people building in here, like it's different compared to COVID. Like it's all different. That's why I love
Yes.
what we do because nothing is ever the same.
Nothing.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, are you tired of wreaths yet?" And I'm like, "Well,
No.
we've had like 50 different ones, so."
No, I always look forward to this time of year because everybody's like, oh, weddings. I love weddings. And I'm like, no, give me the wreaths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do miss my flowers though. I miss the warmth.
Yes.
'Cause when it's warm, that means flowers. And I miss cutting in the morning. Like an
I just don't miss sweating my butt off all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take
Yeah.
sweat any day over this. Like, I literally have like 600 layers on.
No.
I forgot my socks this morning, so my toes are a little.
Oh, how do you forget socks in December?
My Uggs are my socks. I don't know.
I think that's why they're called Uggs, because you take them off and you sniff your shoe and you're like, ugh. Oh my God. Well, okay. Happy greening. Happy.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah. Happy.
Happy Christmas. happy New Year.
Happy greens.
Yeah.
Happy greens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks, guys, for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you. And oh, by the way, you can shop for wreaths on our website.
Mhm.
You can get grave blankets. You can get door swags or kind of whatever you want. There's grapevines on there, garlands for over your mantle, kitchen window,
Door frame,
whatever.
anything.
Yeah.
Order more garlands. I like making them.
Yes. Order more. But it's all linked in our website. I'll also put them in our show notes that it's easy for you guys to access.
Ooh, and next year, one of the things I want to do is a DIY kit.
Yes.
I want to
yeah.
do a whole DIY kit. So, like, imagine everybody getting together, having like a girls' night, a wine night, a whatever,
Yeah.
and being like, here's everything you need. Have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like gloves, wire, ring, like all of it.
Clippers
There you go.
too. Yeah.
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 Mhm.
All
Yeah.
the stuff. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it'd be fun.
Preview of next year. Thank
Yeah.
you guys for listening in and tuning in. I
And
hope
tell
it's
us
not-
what you think.
Yeah, I hope it's not too cold where you are. And we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, just dropping a line to tell you about Patreon.
So I asked them, meaning Mom and Amber, what is Patreon anyway? Because I honestly had no idea. So we're going to explain it to you from our perspective so that you understand and so that I understand.
Because the first time I saw it, I was like, Patron? We're drinking tequila? Great. So Patreon is for less than a cup of coffee, those fancy coffees that y'all like, a day, you can sign up to become one of our members.
A little family.
Exactly. And what does that get us?
It gets us some freebies, some special episodes that other people do not get access to. You can interact with us on a special platform where we can ask you questions and interact with you. It's tons of fun.
Mm-hmm. And even on those special episodes, we might be less censored than we are already. And we're going to have a couple fun ones that we can just kind of throw in there and talk about and laugh and go on tangents and have fun. So I hope that you all enjoy it because we're going to have fun along the way. We're crazy, crazy, crazy excited.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Back to the episode now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Gracias.